got a very special guest today. My man, Ronald, the gifted one. What's going on, baby?
What's going on, bro? Peace.
Thanks for coming out, man. I really do appreciate that, man.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you asking me. I'm real blessed just for the opportunity, to talk about the, poetry and the gift,
Right. It's all love, man. I know I wrote with you before in the past, and I love the energy, and I love the style, and I love the way you deliver and maintain the audience. So that's why I'm glad to have you back for the hip hop show, May 9th, here at Uptown Artworks. You did.
No question.
Okay, man. Since I got you here right now, I want to ask you a couple of questions for the fans. Get to know you a little bit, okay?
Let's do it.
All right. Just tell the people who you are.
My name is Ronald Lavender, aka RL, the Gifted One. I'm a spoken word artist. I'm also a motivational speaker, and I do some stage theater and some writing. I do some screenwriting as well.
Cool. Excellent. I can dig your material.
Poet by nature, straight poet.
Yes, sir. Okay, now, where were you born and raised?
I was born in Philadelphia, raised in Brooklyn from the age of, I believe, 10 years old, and for the past 7.5 years, I've lived down here in Burlington, North Carolina.
Okay, cool. I've never been to Philly. Now, answer me this. Are the cheesesteaks really that good?
Oh, you gotta go there, you can get them, you can get nice little, versions of it, at your local deli, but it's nothing like going and get your nice, greasy, little delicious Philly cheesesteak, an original one.
Man, I concur.
Authentic, yes.
I concur. I definitely want that. I definitely want to get my hands on one of those.
Yeah, you got to.
Yes, sir. Moving right along. Okay, as a poet, what was your most inspiring moment?
I would say the first time I went to the New Yorican Poetry Theater in New York, in Lower Manhattan. The first time I went to it happened to be the Friday Night Slam, which was real big. Had some phenomenal artists, George McGibbons, Harlem 125. It was right after 9/11, not too long, and it was late 2001, and it was probably one of the most memorable experiences. Just seeing that power, that bravado, just something that was a little different from hip hop. Just the audience and the reactions, the cadence, everything. The whole atmosphere was something that charged me up because I had never been in that arena before. So, I'm not a slam poet by nature. I love the open mic more, but just being there in that environment that Friday night is something I'll never forget.
That is interesting. Okay, can you explain to the people the difference between an open mic and a slam poetry event?
Well, I think there are different degrees or variations of what people feel what's open mic and what's slam. Well, slam is competition, and there are mostly those within the National Poetry Slam venues that have, you have 3 minutes to do your piece. So an open mic is a little more, it's not as controlled, it's what it is. It's an open mic. You can sing, you can do hip hop, you can do a comedy monologue. Open mic consists of so many different things. So poetry, you have your slam, which is more, it's contested, it's more battle tested, but in open mic it's a more relaxed, refined, area.
Okay, that's interesting. That sounds like something I might want to tap into. I might hit you up and might start something around here. Okay, good brother. Now, since I got you here, and you actually been a very good brother, I want to reach on to the aspect of your society and your movement as far as the boat and what you're doing with the kids right here in the area.
Well, doing a mentorship program in Greensboro that's named BOLT, and it's an enrichment program for young men ages 8 to 15. And BOLT is B-O-L-T. BOLT stands for building ongoing legacies together. So we have a few young men that are doing the class. We just started. It's the second Saturday of every month, from about 11 to 1, just a couple of hours, at the St. Stephen's United Church of Christ, which is on Borough Street, right off of Lee, not too far from the Benbow Library. And we're just trying to teach these boys life skills and how to have strong self-esteem, how to have awareness and being conscious of who they are as young men, being strong black men in their community and their homes, through education, trying to teach them manners, respect for women. So there's a lot of areas that we're going to tackle with these young men. So, it's all volunteer, and we're doing it because we should be surrogate fathers to the young men in our community. So it's an exciting time. It's a lot of work, but it's worth the effort.
That's good to hear. That actually made me feel good to hear you say that and actually be sitting next to you and you actually doing that for the community. Hats off, tip my brother, salute.
Thank you.
That's respect, respect. Okay, moving right along. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit for the fans. In one word, these are one-word answers, okay?
Right.
These answers only have one word. In one word, define your style.
I would say layered. You know, I don't try to sound like everybody else, even my delivering my cadence. So, in the stories that I paint, you know, I try to be like you, an artist. I try to layer it with many different levels of emotions and certain patterns of how I want to describe things in love or social, political, or spiritual. You know, so I would say layer, just not one set story. I try to tell stories within the story.
That's interesting. That's good. I think you're doing a pretty good job with that too. I actually heard some of your material. Actually, go ahead and plug that right quick. Love Notes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This right here is my new baby. I've had a couple other social political CDs termed the Ambassador Series. I have 3 of those. But this is the first venture into the Love Jones type of, you know, doing love poems. So, but it's not just, the simple type of erotic, you know,
right.
poetry. I deal in many areas of domestic abuse, of women finding their freedom. I'm tackling all types of love for your mom. You know, I have a best friend poem. So there are a lot of, you know, I have some erotic stuff in there, but I'm tackling all areas of love within this. And this is volume 1. This summer, I'll probably more than likely be at the end of the summer getting back in the studio and working on volume 2.
Good, good. I'm waiting on volume 2, and I'm waiting to get my hands on this. Also, I know about your SoundCloud, but tell the people your SoundCloud page and your social media avenues.
On Facebook, it's Ronald Gifted Poet Lavender. You can also reach me on Twitter at RL THA Gifted and the number 1, RL the Gifted 1 at Twitter. You want to reach me on Instagram. You want to Instagram me, IG me at Gifted Poet. And the SoundCloud is RL the THA Gifted the number 1, RL the Gifted 1 at SoundCloud. But it's really RL THA-Gifted-1. So you can check out my music and my poetry as well.
Good, good. Look out for good brother, man. He's doing very well in the community. Special man right here. Okay, now these questions are kind of random. I kind of throw these in and spice it up a little bit in my show, okay?
All right.
Off the top. If you could be any animal, what would it be?
An eagle, because it's a solitary bird. You know, I like to be in a group of people, but I like my me quiet time. Even from, you know, the wife and kids, you know, I like my me time. So the eagle is a solitary bird. It's majestic. It can reach the highest peaks of any mountain that no other, ancestral bird can reach. So an eagle.
Man, that's good. That's off the top right there. That's very, very unique. Very unique. Okay. If you're gonna have one superpower, what would it be? Just one.
If I could have one superpower, that godly power, omnipresent. So because I have children that don't live with me, I have 2 other daughters that live with their mom. If I could be the same place at the same time,
right.
be that father, be right there with my daughters, and that would be, I could be all the time. I could just go to an event.
Yeah.
You know, when you're an artist, you're trying to be multifaceted. You can't be at the same place at the same time. So I'd be with my wife, be with my kids, be with my other daughters, and be at an event, be at a mentorship. If I could just, I wouldn't be able to spread myself thin. I could just be everywhere and be present always.
That's cool. That's cool. I see you put a lot of thought in your answers and your thought processes. It's supreme, good brother. Shout out, man. You inspire me. One more question, man, before we get out of here, right? If you could put one of your personal items in a time capsule to be found 300 years later, 300 years, what would it be?
This poem that I wrote, I don't have a title to it, but it's a poem that I wrote to my wife when we first got married. And it's probably one of the best things. I've never been able to top this poem. to her. And so if I could do that, it would be that. So someone could find it and always know that love exists. You know, love always exists, because we don't see that love really defined in social media, in movies and television, particularly among African Americans. Everybody's solo, sleeping around, this, that, and the third. You know, we're in the age of the side chick, you know, the side piece. So 300 years from now, no matter what era, age, you know, I would always love someone to find that, if they could find that poem and have hope that love, true love, really exists.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Man, that's awesome. Okay, one more time, man. My good brother, Ronald, RL, the gifted one. Thanks for coming out, man.
Thank you for inviting me.
No problem. We're gonna work in the future as well.
Yes.
Anything else?
May 9th.
Uptown Artworks, the hip hop, the art form. Make sure you take him out. He's gonna be hosting, gonna keep you laughing, mad energy. Check for us, okay? Y'all be safe.